The Siren's Realm. The Tethering, Book 2. Written by Megan O'Russell. Read for you by Tim Seiler. 1. Bound. The cool autumn air crept through the house. The trees in the garden had not yet begun to change their leaves, but they seemed to know their time was coming. Inside the house was silence. As the afternoon sun peered through the window, all it saw was stillness. Emilia sat at her desk in the big library, staring at a page in a little brown book. Tethering. The magical binding of two people. Historically, tethering was an integral part of a wizarding wedding. After a tethering ceremony, the conjunks, or tethered couple, would gain the ability to sense one another and would develop a greatly increased emotional attachment. In today's wizarding society, tethering is rarely included in wedding ceremonies. It is generally considered archaic and makes divorce much more difficult, as a tethering can only be severed by the death of one of the conjunks. The demise of half of the pair is incredibly painful for the remaining party and often results in their subsequent death. Throughout wizarding history, some have used tethering as a weapon. By forcing a slave, captive, or unwilling bride to be tethered to a new master, the spellcaster would ensure the forcibly tethered party would be unlikely to attempt escape, and should an escape occur, tracking the conjunks would be simple. Forced tethering was made illegal in 1813 as a part of the International Wizarding Agreement and is punishable by the severest penalty allowable in the nation in which the offense occurs. Captive. Unable to escape. How many times had she read that page in the few months since Greylock? 500? Maybe 6? Reading the passage never made it any better. Still, she began the page again, hoping the words would somehow be different. Tethering. The magical binding of two. The front door crashed open, and an excited shout of, "Emilia!" carried down the hall, followed closely by, "Claire, don't break the door!" Emilia slipped the book into the desk drawer before Claire tore around the corner and into the library. "Emilia!" she squealed, her bright blonde hair falling from her ponytail, and her cheeks red from excitement and the wind. "You missed the best thing ever! I helped Jacob with his shield spells, and I sparred with Connor and won!" Claire began an energetic victory dance as Jacob and Connor entered the library. Connor limped in with a grimace on his face, and Jacob failed to suppress a smile.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?